Okay, so with a game with so much personal narrative, you have to narrate how personally you dig through the stinking pile of narratively personalized garbage. Worry not, I'm always nearby to help with that, though it still won't be pleasant. Anyways, with so much tech broker crap to unlock already, you have to start somewhere. So, I'll start with the top of the pile. And just like with the top cheerleader with diarrhea, the information and materials will be trickling downward involving everything. Though, let's start with preparations. Since I first will go with unlocking the fighters, you'll need following. A ship with good jump range, any laser weapon, planetary vehicle bay, cargo space for at least 3 items, fuel scoop and advanced scanner. Optionally, pick a ship that you don't mind suiciding in to cut the travel time. After that, synthesis for SRV refueling, rearming and repairing, and ED Engineer's program. This is optional but highly recommended. Now then, once you're set up, it's time to gather the stuff to unlock those fighters. Before you go though, if you know how to operate ED Engineer program, do set your shopping list for all the things that you want to unlock, not only the fighters. So first off, get your personal narrative butt cheeks to the Guardian beacon. Any single one of them will do. There you enable the beacon by shooting it with your weapon. Any energy weapon will do. Once the thing is activated, do scan it and pick up the ancient key. Then repeat the process 2 more times so you get at least 3 keys. Relogging might be required here. Once you've collected the stuff, open up your messages and head to the Guardian site that the beacon points you to. Once you arrive at the Guardian site, start pillaging it for materials. Shoot panels, shoot those road-looking things, shoot sentinels, just shoot everything that glows. And collect everything. Because let's be honest, sooner or later you're probably gonna unlock everything. So it wouldn't hurt to get your hands on everything that you can. So this apparently is what is known as personal narrative, or part of it. No one really knows what this PR term means exactly. Oh, what joy, your personal narrative is progressing greatly. Now you can be called a true Tomb Raider, desiccating ancient civilizations without a single fuck given. Once you think you've collected enough Guardian fossilized wank rags and extracted all the dignity out of every sentinel, it's time to gather some alien engineering porno bags for Ramta. The process of gathering vessel, weapon and module data is about the same, but for vessel data the only difference is that you need to do the Guardian beacon route. So now you need to raise the all-knowing testicle and touch it. First, approach the weird looking structure you see on the screen. From there, the pylons that surround it will become active and raise up. Now you need to repeat the thing that you did before, and that's shoot it. Once you've risen all 6 of the pylons in the site, the main console looking thing will accept the key. Basically just go on top of that platform you see on the screen and poop out 1 key. The thing will activate and bring out the testicle, and now scan it. With that you get 1 vessel data piece. This is good for unlocking 1 fighter. So if you want all 3 of them, then guess what you need to do. Relog to reset the puzzle, because developers couldn't be bothered to make it repeatable, and repeat. The same thing you'll have to do if you want to get the weapon or module data, but for this data piece, you need to go to a different Guardian site. And instead of a key, you just need to drop in that glowing looking thing that you can find everywhere in the site. The ancient relic. On the screen I've listed few sites that produce weapon or module data. There are more of course, but these are examples. And yes, again, for each weapon or module you'll have to do this circle jerk of a dance over and over again. This is what the designers of the game think will be quality gameplay, relogging and doing the same thing over and over again. Now, once you're done gathering this particular data, you need to also gather obelisk data too. Basically, you can scan any of the column-looking thingamajigs, but I do recommend going back to old Guardian ruins like the one you can see on the screen. There you can usually find some obelisks that are really close to each other and no sentinels to worry about, so you can scan, relog, scan, all you want. Funny thing that a lot of my fans have said that they'd love to see developers themselves perform this tango to show how good the gameplay of unlocking something like this would be. And I agree, I would enjoy this spectacle tremendously. Anyways, now that you're done with the Guardian stuff and you want to return to the bubble, you can travel back or destroy your ship and send it back to the last place you docked at. I personally recommend that as it may save you 20 to 30 minutes. Oh, and it's important to remember that things like fighters won't require any extra materials or data to unlock, but weapons and modules will. For that, I refer you to material grinding video that I made. Check that out, there's a link in the description for it. And as for commodities that are often used as well, you can use Elite Database to find them. But if that doesn't work, well, you need to do missions for commodity rewards. Overall, that's about it on the Guardian Tech Broker grind. Things like Guardian fighters or weapons are only good at killing Targoids and looking really pretty. I'm serious, I really like the look of those things, but the use for them is very niche. You're literally better off not personally narrating and going with the normal weapons and engineering. That aside, the saddest thing about these parts is the fact that all of them look interesting, and some of them are incredibly useful, like FSD booster, shield and module reinforcements, which I actually do recommend getting. Yet the amount of times you're asked to do associated gameplay is so much that it ruins the experience of these unique places, and this gameplay too. Instead of asking you to go out there on the Guardian sites and quickly scan some things, then you maybe return out of the sheer love for them, you are sitting there in the Guardian site for hours and never want to return because of the grind. You know, crafting fun memories, not forcing them down your throat. People will never respond well to the forced things, especially in game. Yet here we are, grinding because someone in the design stage thought that it would be a good idea. Anyways, if this video was helpful, do share it around, dislike or like, and subscribe if you did. Oh, and maybe ask devs to perform these unlocks fully on one of their streams. That'd be awesome and great to see, right?